What's going on, guys? This is me, and I'm coming to you with a brand new deck profile, an updated deck profile, actually, of FAs. Finally got the new support in the mail today, and I was really excited to show you guys what I came up with. And this is by no means the final version of this deck. I will definitely be tinkering around with this deck a lot in the next month. So expect to see a deck profile of my updates every so often of how I like how this deck works, etc. This is now a pure FA deck. We are not playing the Ancient Gear engine anymore, mainly because Test Run does what the Ancient Gear engine did for the deck in terms of how I wanted it to function. So I think the deck is way better now. So let's move into the profile. So first, we are playing 3 FA Auto Navigator. You need to play 3. I'm not playing any terraforming whatsoever in this deck because you're playing a lot of field spells. There are 3 field spells. I'm playing different ratios of them, and this one searches out all of them, and you want to see this card basically as soon as possible. It's your biggest playmaker of the deck. It's what gets the deck going. You can do so many combos with this deck. It's insane. So, yeah, like, I can't even tell you how good this card is now knowing how powerful it is while playing the deck. My opinion about it has definitely changed. Next, we're playing 3 Hang On Mock. This is your best level 4 FA, or best non-tuner FA, basically. This is the best FA monster. This is the second best FA monster overall. When he's level 7, he becomes Dark Law. He's just ridiculous. He can shut down a lot of hand traps by himself. He can't shut down all of them, but he does shut down a lot of them. And to make matters better, he's unaffected by activated effects from your opponent's monsters. So it's really, really nice to have that. It's really convenient. So he's just really powerful in that sense. Next, we're playing 3 FA Whip Crosser. This guy's kind of nice. You need to play him because he's an easy level 4. And he's better than Sonic Meister, which I also do play, and I'll explain why I play him when I get there. But he has basically a Red Eyes Darkness Flare, or whatever, Darkness Metal, whatever that the Xyz monster does. Basically, he does that, but a little less. For whenever your opponent activates a monster effect, and then he shuts down anything that would discard itself or needs a discard as a cost in order to activate. So Whip Crosser is very, very nice. We're playing 2 FA Sonic Meister. I'm not playing the Ties of the Brethren build. I don't think that build is very viable anymore, just because of the fact we have better cards. But FA Sonic Meister is good enough because he's level 4. Honestly, you need an FA level 4 monster as soon as possible. It's just that he's not very good outside of that. His effect is mediocre at best, being able to attack twice. It's alright. If you can get his level high enough, though, that can be a problem for your opponent, especially because he can't be destroyed by battle. So it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's okay. Finally, we're playing 1 FA Turbocharger. I said previously in the comment section of one of my previous FA builds that I would play this card once we got a consistent way to be able to basically e-Telia card out of the deck. We now have that access, which is insane. So we are now playing this guy. He's an easy monster to get out. He's the easiest one to get to level 9. So it's just really, really powerful in the deck. So I like it at 1. More than that, it definitely clogs. For the last monster, we're playing 1 Debris Dragon. The card is pretty okay. He's an instant rank 4, basically. You can do a couple of plays with him. You can make blink plays with him. He's just nice to have. Next, we're playing 3 FA Pit Stop. I'm not playing Pot of Desires in this deck, mainly because there are a lot of cards you don't want to banish. FA Pit Stop is the best substitute you could possibly ask for this deck, just because literally it's just consistent draw power that gets better as the duel goes on. This deck is probably one of the best decks at the grind game. Just if you can get to like turn 3 or turn 4, you're probably winning, just because of the fact that this card, as well as everything else in your deck, is just going to get so much better as the duel goes on. You just need to be able to stall till then, which does have a problem with this, is a big problem with this deck, just because Everything's very fast in the format right now, but Pit Stop definitely helps with that. It's an Upstart Goblin, then it turns into a Pot of Greed, and then finally it's a +2. So it's just absolutely ridiculous. Next, 3 test run. I was really not sure whether or not I want to play 2 or 3 of this, just because it is a hard once per turn. But the card's just way too powerful. You really want to see this card. And the fact that you can activate it during your opponent's turn is also really nice. It's a quick quick play spell, so you can easily just activate it 1 during your turn and 1 during your opponent's turn. It's so disruptive. It is amazing. Non-targeting destruction is super, super nice. And being able to E-Telly any FA monster you want out of your deck is also really good. So this card is the best spell card that we could possibly ask for FA, and this is the reason why I don't play the Ancient Gear engine anymore, because it does exactly what the Ancient Gear engine did, but better. For the last of the quick plays, we're playing 2 FA Downforce. You do need to play 2 of this, in my opinion. I wouldn't play it any less, just because 1 really isn't enough, and if you're only playing 1, then what's the point? But 3 is way too much, but 2 FA Downforce is perfect. I usually activate this during my opponent's turn, just so I can get levels back and just instantly make it level 7. It's just how I play the deck. You can also play during your turn, so you can get off your Auto Navigator plays, which is also really useful. So, hey, what works, works. Next, we're playing for the field spells 3 FA City Grand Prix. Grand Prix is the best field spell by far. It's an instant level 3 gain on your turn, which is really, really powerful. I unfortunately can't find my set rotation. If I could, I would be playing it, by the way, just because it just gains you so much advantage. But FA City Grand Prix is just really, really powerful in the fact that it does that. It also makes all your monsters like they can't be targeted by card effects. It's just mini towers everywhere. It's fantastic. I love this card a lot. Next, 2 Off-Road Grand Prix. This increases your FA monsters levels by 2 during the main phase only. Grand Prix does it during main phase and battle phase, which is why it's better. And then Circuit Grand Prix does 2 during the battle phase, which can also be pretty useful. All the Grand Prix, all the field spells basically allow you to, when they're popped, destroyed, and since the graveyard, you get to add any other FA card from your deck to your hand, which is why Test Run is so good. But in general, City Grand Prix is just the best. These 2 are great. They're okay, but they're kind of the reason why we're not playing 3 Terraforming, because you really just need a field spell in general. Off-Road is going to be inherently better than Circuit. If I could play 1 of this, I would at the moment. If I can figure out a way to play it, maybe I'll throw in a Terraforming 2 now. Who knows? But currently, this is how I'm playing it, and we'll see as testing goes on what we're going to do. Now we have a series of 1-ofs. This is updated to the current ban list, so I'll show you what we're doing. 1 Monster Reborn. It's just really powerful, being able to do stuff with this. It's ridiculous. And you can steal opponents' Link monsters with this, which is actually really, really relevant. 1 for 1. Yeah, you're playing a level 1 tuner. It's ridiculous. 1 limiter removal, OTK Central. 1 Soul Charge, because it's Soul Charge. 1 Foolish Burial, because it's Foolish Burial, sets you up. It's another 1 for 1 practically for your FA Auto Navigator. And then finally 1 Upstart Goblin, because getting an extra draw is pretty nice. This deck has the capacity to OTK, so Upstart Goblin giving your opponent 1,000 life points isn't really that bad. Next, we're moving to the traps. Playing 2 Marshalling Field. This is actually really good, this deck. I wasn't playing it before because in previous builds, it just wasn't that useful for me. I just didn't like it in a lot of things. Now, I think it's a lot better, just because you have more machines to your disposal. And yes, it does lock you out of some cards in your extra deck, but at the same time, it opens you up to other ones that you normally wouldn't have access to. So, 2 Marshalling Field, I think, is definitely necessary, and you can activate during your opponent's turn to just shut them out. It's really fun. We're playing 1 Unending Nightmare. I was going to play this at 2, and then the ban list dropped, and I'll explain what card I replaced the second one with when we get to it. But Unending Nightmare, it's great. You can activate during your turn, you can activate during your opponent's turn to pop a field spell, or pop one of their counter spell or trap cards. It's just a really good card, and one of them is fine. It's also not as relevant anymore, just because of the fact that pendulums are kind of hurting right now. So one of this is perfectly fine. Next, we're playing 2 Solemn Strike and 1 Solemn Judgment. I'm so happy this card is back. Basically, this is your defense during your opponent's turn. It's just really, really great. Solemn Judgment I think is a very skillful card. You do need to know when is the right time to play it. And when you're losing, this is a really good card to have. And as I said, FA is definitely in that mentality where they have a lot of comeback ability, so Solemn Judgment can be a card that does that. Strike is also really good. It's Strike, so why not? This is the card that I cut the Unending Nightmare for. It's just really, really powerful and just does so many things. Next, to the extra deck, we are playing 2 of the FA Synchro, FA Motorhome Transport. It's it does help you build up a field, which is actually really nice, and he does become a mini towers. It's just not that great under Marshalling Field, just because he's level 9 and that's the max you can go. But when he hits level 13, he's just ridiculous, and even level 11, he's ridiculous to begin with. So it's I like him. The 3K booty is actually really relevant as well because of Test Run. Next, we're playing 1 Cloud Castle for your rank 9 plays. It's just being able to play this in this deck is just so good. It can help shut out your opponent actually, which is really, really nice. You just make this and just sit on it. It's super powerful. So yeah, play Cloud Castle. It's a really good card. Next, we're playing 1 Ancient Fairy Dragon. We're playing a lot of field spells. Being able to pop them is really relevant. So yeah, Ancient Fairy is really nice. I might play a Distributo Engine, but for now, this is what I'm tinkering around with. Next, 1 Cyframe Lord Omega. You have a lot of effects that you can activate in the graveyard and recur. So Cyframe Lord Omega allows you to recur those effects. It's just so, so powerful in this deck, and I absolutely adore it. 1 Scratch Dragon. I really wish I could find my ulti. This card is a free pop if you have a field spell on the board. It's just really good in the deck. You can't go wrong with Scrap Dragon because, yes, it does target, but still, it's a 2800 body. You pop a field spell, you search any card you want out of your deck, and you get to pop a card in your opponent's side of the field. It's basically a level 8 Ancient Fairy Dragon. It's just so good. Finally, for the Synchros, we are playing 1 Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. You can make this card, won't make it very often. Usually it'll be because you have an Auto Navigator in hand after already Synchro Summoning into Ancient Fairy Dragon. That's literally the only application you will ever have of this card. But when you can make it, it is powerful, so play the card. Next, rank 4s. We're playing 1 Babuska, 1 Tornado Dragon, and that is it for the, for the rank 4s. These are pretty standard. You can make this with your Debris Dragon. Yeah, it's just good. Tornado Dragon, you can pop your own field spells, and you can also pop your opponent's aggro, which is relevant, and Babuska you can use for stealth. Next, for other rank 5s and stuff like that, up and up, really. 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity, 1 Cyber Dragon Nova. You can make in the deck. Marshalling Field's a really good card, allows you to go into this really easily. 1 copy of Draco Sack. This is relevant. It allows you to do some like breaks if necessary. It's just really, really nice, so play it. Next is 1 Enter Blathnir. I'm not even going to try to say its full name. Enter Blathnir is really powerful if you can make it. Being a 2900 body also helps. So yeah, I play this card. You can play this with Cloud Castle. Usually Cloud Castle by itself is actually going to be pretty relevant as well. But you can make this on top of it. For the links, we're playing 2. We're playing 1 Clee Genius. I don't think I really have to explain this. It's a really easily accessible link 2 for this deck, and it can negate effects, so why not? It doesn't really have a huge effect on your... what's it called? On your FAs after they've already gained levels, so you don't really care about that, so once you can get this deck rolling, this is definitely very useful. For the last Link monsters of Link 4, 1 Borreload. I was honestly thinking about what the last slot could be. There weren't a lot of options, and yet there were too many options. I ended up going with Warlord because of the fact that we now have access to Monster Reborn. You can bring back Proxy Dragon and easily make this card and just steal games with it. So yeah, it's just really relevant. I feel like at the moment with Monster Reborn, it's just really stupid. So with that, thank you guys for watching this deck profile. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, guys, have a nice